All right. We took the Mustang out for a ride last week, and she was hesitating. Seemed like lack of fuel when I was revving it up. That's a real old fuel pump in there. We're not going to diagnose anything here. I'm going to change the pump anyway because it's so damn old. And we'll have a nice new pump in there, and then we'll go from there because the carburetor is brand new. But definitely a lack of fuel. So this is where we're going to go here. That fuel pump is down there underneath that power steering pump. So we're going to get in there and change it. It's actually not that bad. We're going to pop the pump off, the power steering pump, and then I should be able to get to it pretty easy. But yeah, let's do it. Let's get it done. I'm going to pop this fuel line off. I'm going to stick this plug in there because I don't want it to gravity bleed from the fuel tank. Stick that right in there. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about it. Fuel gravity bleeding from the tank. Okay, it's out. There she is. Other than the fact that this thing is real old, little diaphragm in here, as the cam goes around, it pumps on this lever, and that's where you get the fuel from. So if this diaphragm goes bad in here, you can actually get fuel into the motor. So I don't care if this is good, you know, if it's good, it's good, but the diaphragm's old, and the more we run this motor, that diaphragm may rupture, and then we'll end up getting fuel into the motor. So whether this is the problem why it's got a hesitation or not, it's getting a new one anyway, as you can tell. Look at that thing. So that's it. We got a nice new one. We'll put that in and clean up that block. That goes right in the block right there. Here's our new one. Here's our nice new one right here. I'll put that in there, and hopefully that's on these old ones you kind of got to match them up because there's, yeah, no, that looks like the right one. Yeah, that looks right. Sometimes the arms are a little bit different, but it looks like we got the right one. So good. Let's get that put in. I'm going to clean this block and clean that gasket off. Clean that gasket off that block. We'll get that nice and clean. Alright, I got that surface all clean, and I got this gasket. I'm going to put a little bit of spray tack, not spray tack, I'm going to put a little bit of weather strip adhesive to hold that gasket in place. We'll put a little bit on here. Maybe. Just put a little bit on there. And glue that gasket in place so when I put the pump in there, I'm not fighting everything. That should be enough. should be enough just to, you know, just hold it in place while I put that pump in there. Okay, that's the new pump in. Had a lot more spring pressure than the one I took out, that's for sure. But that one's in now. Put this power steering back on. So, I've been talking about this fuel system ever since we bought this car, you know, because it's so old. And so I'm not quite happy. It's still a bit of a hesitation. So I took the top of the carburetor off the brand new carburetor, and remember we put 2 fuel filters in here. And I don't know if you can see that down in there. It's kind of hard with the shadow. I don't think you're going to be able to see, but maybe right there. Looks like even with 2 fuel filters, looks like it could be a little dirt down in there. The flow level looks pretty good. So I'm gonna take this fuel out of here, and as you can tell it looks a little yellowy. I'm gonna take this fuel out of here, and then I'm gonna just blow out the jet, make sure there's nothing in the jet. Let's see what happens. So yeah, even with 2 fuel filters, you can see what got by. You can see that dirt in the bottom there. But we're going to have to do something. That tank's going to need a cleaning or something. So I cleaned out the carburetor, and I decided to take the venturis out. And then when I took the venturi, let's get this in the sun here so you can see. Then when I took the venturis out, if you look real close right there, I don't even know if you can see that. Let's try to get this in the sunlight. If you look closely at the tube, that one, it ain't centered like this one. This one's perfect. That one's a bit off to the side, and it looks like there could be something in the tip of it. So let's fix that. Let's clean it and fix it. Well, it's back to carb day here. So like I was saying, I cannot get that thing to get centered. That standpipe in this venturi assembly. You just bend it and it just comes right back. So I can't get that centered. But I got this old 2100 here, and I took the venturi out, and this one looks perfect. So wash it out, put it in. We got nothing to lose, everything to gain. So let's give this a try. Because I don't like that. I don't like that at all, how it's bent off to the side. This happens to be a JJ13D, and this one is a that's a JJ33D, so sounds like it's a little bigger. Let's give this a try, see what happens. Nothing to lose, everything to gain.
Dad's going to continue tuning this carburetor, so we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.